Action.
So another episode of Flight Tales. Ooh.
Flight Tales. Ooh.
Today on Flight Tales, we got Trey Patin.
Happy to be here.
What are you flying now? You flying
G280.
Okay, so he's flying a Gulfstream. He's a big Gulfstream pilot.
Absolutely.
Big time. But we started out like, we were both at Northwestern.
We're both at Northwestern first time I met you.
Yeah. I wasn't your instructor back then.
No, I had Mike McCain.
Yeah.
I had Mike.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get him on here too.
That would be interesting. I haven't talked to Mike since Northwestern.
I still talk to him every once in a while.
Do?
We talk. I send him some memes or whatever I find about Spirit.
Yeah, he was great.
Because that's who he's working for now.
I was there for a long time. I was on the 5-year program.
You started in 07.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Because that's when I graduated, and then I left in 08.
Yeah, I started August, 07, and then I didn't even, because I was still unsure of what I wanted to do, so like I didn't even start flying until the spring of 08. And then and on first flight lesson I did with Mike, we get in the airplane, and sure enough, we get off the ground, and I'm spinning. I'm like, I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm like, this sucks.
Did you get sick?
I didn't get sick, but I definitely got spatial disorientation. And so I just, I put my head back and I was like, this is not for me. And Mike convinced me to go back up. And ever since that second flight lesson, that's when it took off, hardly pun not intended. But, it was a lot better the second time around than it was the first.
All right. So I left in 08. I left in August of 08.
Mm-hmm.
I went down to Hammond. When did you graduate? What? They shut the program down.
They did. So,
but I don't know when you graduated.
I changed my whole degree program to something different because the whole premise was for me, I had a feeling if I was going to try and finish the aviation thing, it was going to take me forever. And sure enough, I changed my degree program. I got out, graduated, came here with Cole, which Cole was also at Northwestern.
Oh, Jeffrey. Yeah. Boy, I hadn't heard his name.
Well,
I
saw
him in Natchitoches a couple years ago.
And so I came to Lafayette, knocked out my private, and then...
Boy, Cole working at Noble?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And sure enough, he actually stayed with us for like 6 months because he was just looking for a place to get down here while he was flight instructing. So after I got my private here, that's when I decided to buckle down and I wanted to make a profession out of this. And I went to Sharon over at Fly By Night.
Yeah, well, okay. So you cut. So you. What was your degree in? What'd you change it over to?
Social sciences.
Okay.
And a minor in criminal justice.
And that was you graduated from Northwestern. What? 11?
12.
12. Okay.
12.
All right. So because I got the 152 in 2011, and then when they shut the program down.
Right.
Because I got.
So did I get my private here with you?
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah. Boy, this is bad.
Yeah, right? I just remember it was here in...
We were in New Iberia.
That's right.
Yeah, I got a picture of you somewhere.
Oh, God.
Standing in front of 6'4" Papa with your license, like temporary.
Yes, I was wearing black shorts and a green shirt.
Yeah,
now it's all coming
like
back.
Basketball shorts or whatever, yeah.
It's all coming back.
Yeah.
Okay, so I did a little bit. So, yeah, that's what it was.
He don't even know his life. I don't.
I know. Look, hey, because my thing is, it's not going to do me any good remembering some of the stuff I did in the past. I'm all about here and the now.
Okay.
So I'm not going to waste my energy on that. But
well, I remember I bought the 152. I think I got it in September. And, I got it because they shut the program down.
Right.
The state was selling it, so I got it under auction. And then I started the flight school, and John was the first student, and then you came down.
That's correct.
And you had called me, or your dad called me, or I guess it was your dad.
No, it's pretty much, I do remember that conversation I had with my dad, and now it's all, like I said, now that you're jogging my memory.
Here we go.
Yes. So I was doing stuff here at Noble, and then when he told me you had got the 150, I said, I'm jumping ship. I'm going with Ryan.
Yeah, okay.
And so you and we hurried up and we knocked out everything.
Yeah, we did your private. So I didn't know. I didn't realize you had flown with Cole at Noble, because Cole stayed at Northwestern for a while.
Yes. Yeah.
Because wasn't he an instructor, like not only like a ground instructor too, like wasn't he doing classes and stuff?
He did.
Yeah.
He did. He did the later part of...
I'm starting to remember all this stuff too.
Yeah,
See,
right. That's what I'm saying. Once you jog your memory, everything just comes back all at once. But yeah, he was doing classroom stuff. And then after I made the jump with you, I got my private. And then I even started doing some instrument stuff.
Yeah, because we started doing instrument, like the 152 wasn't completely equipped for instrument training.
Correct.
But I think I told you, like, well, we could start it.
Yeah. And that's what we did.
Yeah. And
we
so
started it, and I think we did as much as the PTS said we could do.
Yeah.
And then that's when I jumped to Hammond.
Yeah. And then you went to Hammond. And what'd you do over there? You got
everything. I drank from a fire hydrant.
How long did it take you? You must
3
have
months.
done quick. Oh, really?
Oh, God. I
didn't realize that.
Oh, whatever. So, like I said, I don't even remember the timeline, but it was in the spring or from late winter to early summer. And I got everything from my instrument, commercial, my multi in that amount of time. And that was a long 3 months.
Yeah, I bet. Were you staying over in Hammond?
At the Microtel.
At the Microtel.
I got a great rate.
Oh, I bet you did. I bet you did. Be careful at the Microtel, you might get shot.
Oh my goodness. The Microtel. So yeah, dude, and like I said, I was lucky. Mom and Dad sent all kinds of food, and I just, drink from fire hydrant and then go to the hotel, sleep as little as I could, and get up and do it again the next day.
Yeah.
It was an experience.
That's ATP style right there. That's like
right. Exactly what I was thinking on the way over here. I was like, man.
Yeah.
Could have, gone to ATP, but I enjoyed Sharon's, man. Sharon was great. And, little small town. I'd rather give the money to a little small town and keep it local.
So after that, you didn't become an instructor.
No, never. Never. I wouldn't mind doing ground stuff, which you and I talk about a whole bunch of stuff. But after that, me, took a month, 2 months off. And then I decided to fly pipeline.
Oh, did you?
I did for a little while.
Man, I don't remember all this. Oh, this is good. This is good stuff. Because I don't remember you doing that.
So
I thought you went straight to flying for.
Yeah, no, I didn't go straight to here at this outfit. Yeah. But I flew pipeline for 3-4 weeks. It wasn't long. I will say that.
Where was it out of? It was out of Lafayette?
Coincidentally enough, it was Crowley.
Oh, was it?
It was.
Wow, I didn't know they had I know they got the airport LaGrow, but I didn't know they
So
had
it was out of LaGrow.
Okay.
But listen to how this story comes full circle. So where I live now on my road, the guy who owns that, it's about 3 blocks down from my house.
Oh,
it's on a
really?
little grass strip. Yeah.
So he's still doing it?
Still doing it.
Oh, okay.
And
he's by himself, or is he like...
I don't know. He still has all the same airplanes, though.
Oh, okay.
And I hear, every morning I hear him crank up and
take off to go.
See him blast out. Yeah. I see him on, if I'm outside with the kids or something, I see him.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so I flew pipeline for, like I said, about 4 weeks. And then about that time, my dad turned me on to this outfit that I was here with. I was very fortunate and blessed. I cleaned airplanes from 8 in the morning to 5 at night. The owner of the management company would let me, go sit right seat. And then when we didn't have passengers.
What kind of planes are you?
Oh, Lord. Meridian. Piper Meridian.
Yeah.
Couple PC-12s.
Okay.
Couple King Air 200s.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you had
Citation 550 series. It was a
well, that's a good
Citation Bravo.
Okay.
And then he had a Lear 60 that he managed. And so, like I said, starting me off in the Meridian, it was nice because I have about 350 hours of piston time.
Yeah.
Everything else is turbine.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I was very fortunate to be able to have that opportunity. And then from the Meridian, he threw me in the left seat in the Meridian. And then at that point, it was right seat in the PC-12, then left seat in the PC-12.
So he kind of worked your way into it. Right.
Starting right seat, left seat, right seat. And then
you eventually just did all the...
I did all the things.
Did you fly the Lear?
I did. I got to get in the right seat in the Lear and the Bravo.
Did you ever get the PIC type?
No. No, we just did the what is that, the 6150s? I don't know the...
SIC.
Yeah, the SIC stuff.
Yeah.
Got checked out on those, and at the time I was single, no kids, no wife, no girlfriend, and I flew. Got to go to some cool places. And
to Atlanta a lot?
Yeah. Okay, so that's the thing. Yeah. Yeah. So we, God. Boy, did we have some times in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So
I don't know about Atlanta. I never worked over there, so I don't. But I hear that it's a lot of
you hear
fun.
some stories.
Yeah, going back and forth to Atlanta.
Did Cody tell you any stories?
No, not exactly, but
He's got some stories.
he's got some stories.
He's got some stories.
You know, I should get him on there. I didn't even think about it. If
Yeah.
I can get him to come to here, I have trouble getting him to come here. Just come to visit,
I have
just
trouble
come
getting
hang.
him anywhere.
Yeah, I hear he's a kind of a hermit now,
Pretty much.
Yeah, so we'll post this and I'll let him know to
Yeah.
listen to it.
Come on, Cody.
Yeah.
Help Ryan out. But
Yeah.
so
He don't even know I have a podcast, so.
well, he's going to learn soon.
Well, he's going to learn soon. He's going to listen to this and we'll talk about
Yeah,
it.
this is going to be your best podcast yet.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Anyway.
But anyway, yeah. So after that, that's when I flew the Hawker. I stayed in that for about a year and some change.
Yeah.
And then that's when they got the G5. So on PIC typed in the
Okay.
the Hawker.
All right. I
and
was
the 5.
I was trying to figure out the chronological order of things because I know you were working for the management company and then I didn't remember who you worked for. I didn't know they had a Hawker though.
Right. I went to management
Yeah.
and then I flew with Jeff in the
Yeah.
Hawker.
Okay.
And then they got the 550. And then from there I went to
Just
Schwest. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's when I got typed in the 280. And then from there,
Well, but that's down in
Galliano.
Galliano. They ain't much in Galliano.
Nope. I thought they was going to have to put pontoons on a 280, man. I mean, you blast out of there as the Gulf.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, flying in, I did those flights to Mexico and back.
Right. Is that where you stopped past customs?
Yeah. I would stop in Galliano for customs. You see the airport and it's like this nice built up and then the rest around it's swamp, it's like built up land and then swamp. It's like an island. The airport's an island.
And then you got Highway 1 that runs down the
bayou or whatever. Yeah.
And that's what they refer to it down there.
Yeah.
And you talk to any local down there, it's not, whatever it is, it's the bay or the bayou. And I'm like, y'all can speak proper English if y'all would like, But so after that, stayed there for 4 years, and now I'm where I'm at now with the guy out of Hammond.
I thought you had gone somewhere else.
Well, I did have a short stint between Schwest because I was ready to come back home.
Yeah.
And I mean, we had 2 kids at the time.
What Schwest was? What was their schedule? What was it? 7 on, 7 off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
7 and 7.
Yeah, but you'd have to stay down there. Well,
actually, no. That changed about a year before I got hired.
Oh, okay.
And so they would encourage you to stay, but they said you didn't have to. But as long as you get here an hour before the flight,
okay,
you're good. And so I was like, yeah, that's fine with me. And that just became a headache because it was a lot of, I don't know if we want to go.
Yeah.
Or, hey, I think I want to go.
Yeah.
So I drive down there sometimes for nothing. And I'm like, dang, I just wasted, 4 hours of my life.
Yeah.
No, for nothing.
Because I remember Michael had worked for Schwest for a while before you. I guess it was before. Y'all weren't there at the same time.
No, I think I got hired on about 2 or 3 pilots after he left to go to Spirit.
I remember they had at that time the schedule was like 1 week on.
Oh, that red, green, and yellow stuff?
Yeah, I didn't know about the color thing. He would just tell me it'd be like 1 week on, 1 week off, and then a week on call or something.
Yeah.
You had to be within 2 hours of the airport on call. So I think he would come down and stay. I think that's what he'd do. But
it was something like that,
or
from
he'd
what I
come
recall.
stay at our house and hang out until.
Then, like I said, it wasn't long after that. I guess they changed it because the turnover right down there was pretty substantial. And so I think that's when they said, okay, you know what, we'll do a 7-7, 2 pilots per,
Yeah.
And then every 6 weeks we would bid, what line we want.
Because when Michael was there, they had the Citation, the Gulfstreams, and I don't know what type of Gulfstreams, but they were Gulfstreams, and then I think the Citations.
So when I got hired on, I don't know before me, but when I got hired on, there were 2 Citations.
Okay.
And a 550.
Okay.
And the 550 guys would work a 14-7. The smaller jet guys would work a 7-7.
Yeah.
And then I think, again, so I started the August of 18. I think like not long prior to that, they sold one of their Citation XLSs.
Yeah, okay, that's what they had, I think, when Michael was there, the XLS.
Yeah, they had 2.
Yeah, they had 2.
And then so they had sold one before I got hired, and then they traded one in to get the 280, which is all the XLS guys that were there.
Yeah.
We all got shipped off to go to the 280s, to 280 initial.
I thought they had 2 Gulfstreams.
They may have had a 450 and 550 for
a little while
at the same time, but I know they split ways with the 450 to get the 550.
Okay. 4 years, you said?
4 years-ish. Yeah, maybe a little south of that. And then a really good mentor of mine was here in Lafayette, needed a guy. Yeah. And I was ready to get back to Lafayette.
Yeah.
And so was my wife. And so,
did you live down in Galliano?
No. Oh. No. So we lived in Broussard at the time.
Oh, okay.
While I was in there. And so we've always wanted, at some point, some stuff happened behind doors and that kind of stuff at Chouest. And so I was ready to come back to Lafayette.
You just wanted to fly out of Lafayette.
Yeah, well, because,
y'all weren't living down there.
We never lived down there. There was, our family always here, and our support system for the family was top, was top notch for us. And so my wife was like, and same thing now. She was like, and I always, hypothetical questions. Well, what if I get this gig in where she's like, no, I'm not. I rather, she told me, she was like, family is of utmost importance to us, and especially her. And she was like, I'd rather you scrub baseboards to where we can be here in Lafayette with the family and the kids and the grandparents, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, we sold our place in Broussard, and then we found...
Don't you live on some land now?
We do.
Oh, yeah.
We do, in Crowley.
Yeah.
And that allowed us to take a compensation decrease and come back to Lafayette. Did that for a month.
Oh, really?
And then a guy I was working with...
Did they sell the airplane, or they...
No, a guy I was working with at Chouest found the gig in Hammond.
Oh, okay.
And it was, first time owner, and he was like, hey, he's looking for 2 guys. And I was still current in the 280.
Yeah.
That was one of the hardest conversations I ever had to have, because you got to think, I had just started, 4 weeks prior to having this conversation. Yeah. And I go to, the guy I fly with, I'm like, dude, I laid it all out for him. I'm like, this is the situation I'm in. Like, and he said, man, you got to do it.
You got to take it.
You got to do it. Knowing he had my best interest, it wasn't as hard to do it.
Did he ever find somebody else, or he?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
The plane's still here in Lafayette?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So I flew with John Abbott.
Okay.
And it was Dave Domain that came in after me.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, which nothing but respect for both of those guys. We'll do a quick synopsis. So after Chouest, John Abbott had an opportunity for me to go. So like I said, that was the 4-week stint. Yeah. And then Freddie, that I worked with down in Galliano.
Oh, I know Freddie. Yeah. I met Freddie before.
Bless your heart. Yeah. So that's my guy.
I think he had called me about doing some kind of, because wasn't he out of flying for a long time? And he
was. Yeah.
And I think I flew with him a few times, and but it was not a whole bunch to get him current.
Right. Yeah. No, because he flew for Great Lakes. Way back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They're not even in business anymore.
No. But he flew for Great Lakes, Beach 1900s, hand flying down to minimums. He's told me all kinds of stories about that stuff. Oh. In the snow.
Sounds scary.
Yeah. I'm not a fan. I'm out. I don't want no part of that, man. But so John, like I said, John gave me a great opportunity for me and my wife to get back to Lafayette, not us live, but just job here in Lafayette. And then 4 weeks after that, man, Freddie called. It was like, hey, dude, this is what I got. And it was a 280 out of Hammond, first time owner. I was like, I guess I rolled the dice, because we flew the first year we took delivery of the airplane was 2022, January 4th. We flew 92 hours that year.
Really?
92.
Man, I was flying about 250 in the Piaggio, 250 was a high year.
Yeah.
200.
And so I flew 92 hours, and I'm like, what is this? Because working half the year at Chouest, I was paired up with Freddie the majority of the time. 362 hours.
Oh, man.
So to go from that to...
Yeah, dropping down to 92.
To 92?
Yeah.
It was insane. And then the second year we've had the airplane, we did 120.
Oh, man.
Not terrible. Not terrible. I can see the kids, I can see the wife a lot, so it's good.
So so in 21, y'all took delivery?
2022. So we had
22.
We had it all of 2022. We have it all of 2023, and then now we're in our third year of operating the airplane.
And he bought it new?
No, it was a 2018.
Okay.
It was a 2018.
But you still got to drive all the way to Hammond.
I do have to drive to Hammond, but we fly 2 days a month.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
you could handle that. I could handle that. I think I could
terrible.
handle that job. It's not bad at all.
No, it's a lot better drive than going Highway 90 down to Galliano.
Yeah, I mean, you got I-10, I-10, I-12.
That's it.
You get stopped on the bridge on I-10?
Once.
Once?
Once. And actually,
coming back or going over?
No,
to him?
I was going, and it wasn't even on the bridge. It was in Henderson.
Oh,
some cop, 4:30 in the morning.
Oh my gosh!
Like, do you have anything else better to do with your life, man? Like,
he pulled
me over.
Oh no!
Yeah, right before we got on the bridge. Before I got on the bridge, we were just sitting in the middle of nowhere, and I had my cruise set on like 75.
Oh well, he's looking for
He was looking like, dude.
Yeah, Henderson need a little money, you know.
I guess. Like how much? Anyway, I was not.
So, but you never got stopped for a wreck or traffic or any of that because I mean, 4:30 in the morning, nobody's driving.
And I'm saying there's nobody on the road.
Yeah.
And it was so funny because I knew it was me.
Yeah.
Like I passed him, he flipped his lights on.
Yeah.
Like whatever, man.
Yeah. You can't even mistake it for anybody else.
I said, I'm not even gonna argue with you. I said, just give me a piece of paper, let me go. I don't want nothing to do with you right now.
Yeah.
It's too early for this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue. I'm barely awake right now.
Right.
So now you live in Crowley.
Yep.
You got some land, huh?
I do.
That's nice.
2 acres is nice. Yep. And like I said, it's right next to the little airstrip. So my little boy's taking a real loving to aviation. So we go ride over and see them blast out of here every once in a while. And then you've got, all the air tractors and stuff you got in Crowley that's doing their thing.
Well, how close are you to LaGrove? LaGrove's kind of away from...
LaGrove's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, okay.
It's not...
It looks abandoned.
I've
landed there one time, and there's no paint on the runway.
Yeah, no, they've got tomatoes growing out the center line.
Yeah, tomatoes.
But, yeah, like I say, we're out there.
Yeah, so we supposed to do some... you keep calling me about ground school.
Yes.
But when are you going to do that ground school?
I don't know. And that's one thing I've got on the... I also have a 6-month-old right now.
Oh, yeah, so you're not sleeping.
No.
Yeah.
Neither did I sleep last night. So yeah, me getting my head in the...
still made it.
Barely.
Yeah.
Because of reasons.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it, Mallory.
Is she going to watch this?
I hope. I don't know, because now that I said that, or just edit that out, man.
Yeah, we'll just take that out of there.
Take that out. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
You know what? It's going to be in there now.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, I'm glad I could bring you some sort of entertainment for the 45 minutes we're here.
Yeah.
But no, man, she's like me. I hate hearing myself on film, and so I don't know if she's gonna.
How'd you end up getting into flying? Like,
I don't know, because my dad and my mom, there's nobody in my family that came before me that had any
want or
anything,
any urge to go do it.
Nothing. Yeah. And so I've always been infatuated with Blue Angels and Thunderbirds, because growing up, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go in the military. Yeah. Then going to OCS, you had to have a degree.
Yeah.
Well, I went to Northwestern, and I was like, aviation. Yeah. Like, try and put those two together.
What brought you to Northwestern?
It was far away from my parents to where, I could get silly. But if I needed to run back home because I got homesick, it was right down the road.
Yeah. And
a little tidbit for everybody out there, I played JV basketball there.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Didn't you get a scholarship?
No, I got
you
offered
that good. Okay.
Yeah, no, I wasn't that good. I was also 5'8".
Yeah.
And it was nice because my mom and dad got to come to all the games and do that cool thing. So they got to they were involved in JV basketball. But yeah, man, it was fun. And
I remember you doing that. I remember you playing.
So, but yeah, I did get a chance to walk on, but I was like, man, no. I was in my senior year. I was like, I just concentrate on books, and I didn't even, I didn't do much of nothing my senior year. Just hit the books hard and finished and graduated.
Was that the plan when you went to Northwestern, was to get into aviation, or were you just like, that's a good college, I want to go there?
Like I said, I was always interested in aviation, and they had an aviation program. Knew nothing of what an aviation program entailed. I was like, yeah, let's do it. They're like, okay. So I went in with my hair on fire, not knowing what to expect.
Yeah. Not
knowing I wanted to do this for a career, knowing nothing.
And then you got to meet the director.
So about that,
it was the best place. It
was an interesting place.
Yeah,
it was definitely an interesting place.
Yeah. So you went up to Northwestern, and you were, the next Kobe Bryant, right?
Yep,
that's right. Okay,
let's go with it. Okay. All 5'8" of me.
Yeah,
155 pounds, soaking wet.
Next Kobe.
Let's go.
You got in the aviation program, and you were there for 5 years. I mean, you were working on your private the whole time, huh?
whole time. Yeah,
we're gonna quote that whole time.
Yeah.
Were you working on, or did you have some other issues at Northwestern State with the aviation program?
There's a chance, but
okay.
We, God, I don't even know. I was very sporadic in my.
You weren't in a fraternity or anything, huh?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not. No, that's one thing that never intrigued me.
I remember some people in the program would get into fraternity and then they'd quit flying because they focused on that.
No, see, that was more the basketball issue with me.
Oh, okay. Oh, I forgot you had to train.
Because Cody would give me so much crap for it, man.
Next Kobe.
Yeah. Because there was part of me that was like, flying's always going to be here. And I can, but it's like, how many opportunities am I going to be able to get to even if it was JV, man? Because honestly, it was fun. It was cool for the time that I spent and I did do it. And it's like, I'm never going to be able to have this opportunity again. And like I said, I did it for the 3-4 years that I was there. I didn't do it for the whole time.
Did you work at Acadian?
I did. Oh, yeah, I did. A small stint there. That was all just contract work, though.
Yeah, okay.
I
that
never
was when
employed.
I was there, wasn't it? Was it when I was
except
there?
I never flew with you.
No, we never flew together.
No. Actually, I did the Drew Brees trip. That was really cool. Yeah. Got to meet Drew Brees.
Yeah.
And his wife.
Yeah. They're nice
really
people.
Very nice people.
He's really nice.
Yeah.
If you met him anywhere, you didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
No ego.
None.
No.
He came out and one of the funny stories of my aviation career, and it's not even that funny, but he came up to me and was like, "Hi, I'm Drew Brees."
Yeah.
You get at first I was a blank face because I was like, no crap.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I had to be professional. I was like, and I introduced myself, but it's like, I know who you are, guy.
Yeah.
I need to be introducing myself to you.
Yeah.
That was a cool flight. That was a cool experience. And then I also flew now. Les Miles, on the other hand, and maybe you can shed some light on this, but did we not have SOPs in place to stick around 30 minutes after Les Miles left the airplane because he had an uncanny ability to forget stuff on the airplane?
I don't remember that as being a rule.
Oh, well,
maybe they told you that, but I didn't do that.
And sure enough, one time he forgot his wallet on board.
Yeah.
And about 20 minutes after, comes walking through the door. Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Forgot my wallet. Well, I got it. I got it, coach.
So at Northwestern.
I love this. I'm so glad we can edit this because if this was live stream, boy, we'd be.
Well, you don't know what Pro Dustin will put on there because sometimes you'll be surprised. Oh, this isn't going to be on there.
No, you know what? I am going to watch this. I am going to watch this. Can I tell you why I'm going to watch this? Just to see what Pro Dustin's going to do. That's it. It's not to see what I got to say. Nobody cares what I got to say.
Yeah, that's right.
Right? But everybody cares about what Pro Dustin is going to do to our faces.
Uh-huh.
Now I got to do something crazy for this.
Step up, my man.
Have you seen the one where I'm on a cow in the field?
I have not.
So anyway, back at Northwestern, because of basketball, you didn't finish quickly.
Yeah, I didn't, gear everything towards aviation and flying.
I just remember you being there right when I was leaving.
Yeah.
And then I guess you were there until 2011 and then
12. Yeah.
12. That's right. You did say that, didn't you?
Yes, I did. See, that shows me how much you pay attention.
Yeah. 12.
Yep.
Which makes sense because I got the 152 and 11 and then you were my next student, I think.
That's it. But I knew where my bread was buttered though.
Yeah.
I made the jump. Owens Flight Training.
Yeah. That's right.
After I graduated from Northwestern, man, it was over to here and then
now you're a big Gulfstream pilot. Big time.
Yeah.
Look, you can strive to be like Trey. Big Gulfstream pilot.
But in the littlest of Gulfstreams. It is technically the smallest Gulfstream, yeah. And it's not even it's got the Gulfstream name on it, but it's Israeli airplane.
Well, I think I told you the other day, I told Pro Dustin that it was like Gulfstream's like the Cadillac of airplanes, like it's the fanciest. Fly like a G6. Okay, that's what they're talking about. Because he started singing the song "Fly Like a G6," and I was like, he thought they were talking about a Cirrus, and I said, no, they're not talking about a Cirrus. They're talking about a Gulfstream.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, no, G6 is Generation 6.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
gotcha. I think if anybody's gonna watch this podcast, they're probably gonna get dumber.
You think so?
Oh yeah, because the other podcasts, y'all were talking about regs and stuff and learning.
Yeah.
And what good have we talked about on this one yet?
I mean, we talked about how you became a Gulfstream pilot.
Yeah, just like, well, yeah.
Yeah. And then now we're talking about
lots of money. Lots of money
and money and time.
Yeah, and sweating and what do you call that? Pipeline. That was miserable, man.
You only did it for 3 months, huh?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. Oh, 3 weeks.
And you want to know the best part? It was only 4 days a week, but it was from like
that's not bad at all.
It was from 7 a.m. Well, dude, I lived in Broussard. I had to drive.
Oh, okay.
To
all the way to
LaGrow
Crowley.
4 days a week, and it was like from 4. No,
4 in the morning.
No, it was from 7 to 6.
And it didn't matter what the weather was. You probably had to go no matter what.
And we got rocked.
Yeah,
a bunch of times. Yeah, that was not fun.
Yeah, that's not fun.
But dude, I was logging 12 hours. Maybe not 12 hours, but probably 8 to 9 hours a day at least. You know, depending then if we had to go around weather or whatever. You know, it was good for a logbook, but it was. I mean, I would bring a frozen gallon of water, and by the time lunch, it was already melted. Just because it was so hot. Well, yeah, I mean, you're at 500 feet and 100 and something degree wet weather, and it was miserable. I had started working pipeline in the beginning of I think the whole month of June I did it, because after that, I had told the management company here that I was like, yeah, I can start, but for the first week in July, we were going to Pensacola for the 4th of July. And so they were like, yeah. So I went on vacation, and that's exactly what it was. So yeah, I flew pipeline the whole month of June. It was hot, man.
See, he don't work. He just sits at home all the time. Always on a vacation somewhere.
Daddy daycare on the daily.
Yeah.
I almost got in trouble with the feds once.
Did you?
Yeah. You want to hear this story? It's not a bad story.
Oh, you didn't get in trouble, but
no, I didn't, because it really wasn't our fault. But it's nobody's fault. It was just the 280 doesn't really like to get wet, and we were it was me and Freddie. We were departing out of the Bahamas, and there was a little cell that the way that the traffic was flowing at the time, you just really couldn't avoid it, and it wasn't a heavy thunderstorm. It was just like a
little light rain or something.
Little light rain, and that's all it was. Well, we had got cleared up to 40. So, you know, we keyed up, and that was the last thing that they heard from us.
Yeah.
They heard it. They're like, yeah, you know what? We're going up. Not long after that, apparently a JetBlue was going to be, as we were climbing, they were either going to be closer than...
Yeah, then they're required whatever the distance is, yeah.
Well, we get into the rain, and we hear nothing but static.
Oh.
Well, according to JetBlue, is that they tried to tell us to level out.
Yeah.
Well, we never got that. JetBlue flew right through another cell that was bigger than the one that we were at.
Oh, no.
They got rocked.
Oh.
They called the feds. So then the feds called us, and they said, look, we know we couldn't hear y'all because me and Freddie tried the frequency we were on. We tried
and all that.
The frequency we had previously.
Yeah.
We tried 21.5. So we tried every frequency we could think of. We tried frequencies on charts, and we're like, nothing was working. Well, sure enough, right after we popped out of the cloud.
Oh, it's just some static from the,
Yeah. And so we...
static electricity.
You know, and sure enough, and that was right out of Nassau. And we kept going. We're almost midway through the Gulf of Mexico, and Houston Center calls us. It was like, hey, y'all got a pen and paper? And
no.
We're like, what?
What?
Like, we got a number.
What?
And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And sure enough, and that's what it was. And they actually, Miami, could hear us trying to say,
oh, that saved y'all?
Yeah, that saved it, because they could hear us, but we couldn't hear them.
Yeah, okay.
So they heard us trying to reach them on all these different frequencies. And they're like, you know, it's just kind of what it is with when something like that happens to airlines, they're required to call. And because like I said, apparently that JetBlue got rocked more than what we think. But anyway, yeah, that was my almost in trouble.
I know a JetBlue pilot too. We could get him on here.
There you go. That'd be cool to get all the airlines and see. Yeah,
Mr. Paulie P.
Paulie P. Is that who flew the 450 out of here?
No, he flew for Acadian with me.
I remember Paul. Bald head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Paul, that's a good dude.
Yeah.
That was a really good dude. I like Paul.
I get him on here.
Yeah.
Yo. He's from Jersey.
Cabs here. Did he talk like that?
What?
This dude.
Oh, we talking
golly.
about. No. Oh, cabs
Drop
here.
the mic on that.
Yeah. There's the end. There you go. That's the end.
Flight Tales, woo-woo.
If you made it this far, you listened to the entire episode. And for that, we would just like to say thank you, and we hope you enjoyed it. We would also like to thank Trey Patin for coming on the show and sharing his story. If you have any questions about today's episode or suggestions for future episodes, just leave a comment or message us, and we'll do our best to answer. If you'd like to check out some fun aviation videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel at Owens Flight Training, or if you'd like to get more information on becoming a safe, knowledgeable, and confident pilot, just head over to our website, owensflighttraining.com.